welcome. This is Josh Nicol with My Bumble Mechanic, and I had lunch with a friend the other day, and we were talking about what it takes to get outside of your comfort zone. This is the first guy I thought of. Had a big impact on my life and really helping me take that extra step to move forward and even get this started. So with the comfort zone, when you talk about that, people don't realize that our mind and our body will do whatever it takes to keep us where it thinks we're comfortable.
Like I'm moving side to side right now to stay comfortable right now. I'm just like, this is helping me stay comfortable.
Go ahead and do it then. Do whatever you need to. But when we try to walk through that door, your body and mind, alarms start going off. The doorman starts pushing you back in, and it's really hard to do something different, and a lot of people don't realize that. I've known him about 5 years now, and in that time I've seen him grow and seen him change, and he's always been a mechanic, but he used to do it underneath other people. And so take us through, what helped you, what gave you the confidence to really go out there and try something different and own your own business to get outside the 9 to 5 that people know normally.
You got to have people like him that let you work on their cars. It takes a lot of people won't let you work on their cars. Just not some random Joe Blow anyways, I mean, some people do, but they usually regret it. But
so was it something that you had thought about for years? Like, did it build up inside? I mean,
yeah, I would say whenever it came to doing it, it was probably like a year or two ordeal before I actually dropped the ball and said, okay, it's time to do this. I was preparing for it for that amount of time, but it was just, it was my way of helping people, paying it back, because I fix stuff for cheap and free and help people out all the time that can't afford it. And it comes back to me because the people that can afford it, they're the ones that take care of me. But yeah, I don't know. I always had a knack for helping people, I guess. So I was just wanting to fix people's cars, and I figured if I can't do nothing else, then I can at least fix people's cars and keep their cars running.
That makes it hard to do when you're working under somebody in a shop to bring things in.
Right, you can't
say, hey, and that really lines up with when you're trying to get outside of your comfort zone, and your body and your mind want to know why. It wants to know why you want to get outside of that comfort zone. But so what that means is the value that he puts on what he does matches up with why he wanted to own his own business, the value of being able to help people. And so when you're talking to the doorman and he says, why do you want to get outside of your comfort zone? And then your mind and your body realize there's a reason for this. Then you can take the next step through that next door. A lot of people, though, they keep taking that step and then moving backwards. And it takes so much of understanding your values and what you're trying to do to be able to step outside that comfort zone. So I'm excited. How long has it been now that you've had your own business?
About a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Officially. I mean, I've been, doing work, like I said, I've been for like 2 years before
you worked
that.
on my stuff on the side,
Like 3.5 years I've been working on where I'm at today, maybe even 4 years. Shoot, my whole life I've been working on to get where I'm at today. But.
So you see, if he'd have tried to step outside that comfort zone without preparing for it, the doorman would have said no. Would have never let him get outside that, and he would still be working a 9 to 5 every day, working for somebody else instead of building his dream.
You gotta be smart. You gotta take small steps, because every small step's gonna get you somewhere. Every mile you do is gonna get you to your destination.
Did you do things now that you look back on that you didn't even realize were preparing you?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, countless things. Every day I do things that I do, just out of doing them, because it's the right thing, and two, it's a learning process. It's good at building habits to do the right thing, and it's really hard to build good habits, especially good habits that are repetitive and that just trigger the right action instantly.
Right.
Especially when you're working on cars, we can be scandalous all day long if we want to. We can say this and say that, and
just like charging somebody $1,500 when you needed a fuse replaced.
Sure.
That was probably the one that stuck in my mind the most. Seeing, I think they were telling them it was the transmission or something. I can't remember what that one was, but really blew my mind when I seen what shops are trying to do to people out here. It's just been an amazing process to see. I see Josh once a week, a couple times a week sometimes. And it's just been an amazing process to see everything match up. I was talking to him the other day about different ways of marketing and things he could do. And it was good to hear that he doesn't need any more business. You know, you always need more business. I'm not saying that he doesn't want new clients, but if you look outside his shop right now, I mean, cars are lined up, and that's amazing to see, and that's because of the value
It is
he
amazing.
brings.
It's absolutely amazing. It's God willing, you know. It's like the way I look at it, man, is if you always treat people right, people are gonna treat you right. You know,
That's
if
right.
you're good to people, people are gonna be good to you. You start not doing what you're supposed to do. You start being sneaky, and the good people that were there for you, they're gonna start falling off because they don't have no room in their lives for someone that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You got to be doing what you're supposed to be doing all the time, every day. If you think you can turn away this way and Jason's not going to see me while I'm doing this, it's going to come around. It's going to come out eventually.
And it may not come around that day. It may be 5 years before something comes around.
Still, you know, and your
You
actions
know.
are still going to reflect. You think you're hiding something from somebody. Don't hide stuff. Put it out there. You know, I mean, why hide stuff? Be forward facing. And
Right.
if you have a problem, hit it full force and head on. And if it becomes a bigger problem, fix it a different way. At least it's out there. But I mean, you gotta quit hiding from your fears. You know, you gotta get out there. You gotta do it.
Now let's talk about. I know when we met, you know, years ago, that we had similar past as far as the things we went through in our early adulthood. Tell me about just changing the people you're around. Has that impacted your life at all? I mean,
I have taken every bit of negativity as far as I can out without cutting every single person out of my life. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely don't tolerate negativity. I run away from it. I try to listen to good music nowadays. I don't listen to that stuff everybody else listens to.
there's a lot to listen to.
I believe everything. I mean, everything you hear and see in the food you're eating, it all affects your attitude. And your attitude is what's going to carry you 100% of the way. If you have a bad attitude, you're not going to do it right. It's going to hurt you worse getting mad about something. If somebody says something that pisses you off and you leave, and they leave, and you sit here and for 20 minutes you sit here and you just nag and this
Carry that
and
with
this,
you.
that is hurting you. That person doesn't know what you just said. So don't carry that burden and that hatred in your heart at all. If you're feeling yourself get like that, get that negativity out of there. Replace that with something else. It can be anything else, just not that. You know, you got to be positive. Positive thoughts are going to carry you. People that are negative and still get carried, that's because they're ambitious and self-driven. It doesn't mean that they're going where they're supposed to be.
Or it doesn't mean that they're happy.
Right. If they change their attitude, and your attitude is everything.
A lot of people achieve
Everything.
great things, but they never find happiness, and it's sad.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank Josh Nicol with My Mobile Mechanic. I kind of sprung this on him. I just showed up and said, hey, you feel like doing an interview? So
And for the first one, hey,
appreciate you, man.
UMEETU Movement.
This is it.
Hey.
This thing is officially launched. The interviews are really what's going to drive this. I want you guys to meet more people like Josh, and really just stay tuned, because you know we want you to be inspired. We want you to be motivated. We want you to be able to get outside of that comfort zone yourself. So appreciate you again. UMEETUMovement.com. These will start popping up on there. We'll put them on the Facebook page. So like, share. If you know somebody that's in a bad spot, send them to the page. You know, you may not need this information, but you may know somebody that does. So we appreciate you guys.